Back again with some Monster Hunter World Iceborne. A little later than usual, but, you know, I do what I can. So, the last couple of parts have been kind of slow, but a lot of progress at the same time. I haven't progressed in the story for a while since I've been busy trying to unlock monsters that I've seen throughout the game and should be in the game. Such as, I ended up finding the tracks for Kirin, who I still hate, regardless of what anyone says. Still my #1 kryptonite monster. But I also went out finding tracks for Savage Deviljho, which allowed me to fight him. And, yeah, I ended up streaming more of Savage Deviljho than I did Kirin, because Deviljho, honestly, is surprisingly freaking awesome, and his armor is so good. So yeah, and I did eventually make a follow-up video 2 parts afterwards. That was you know, me and a bunch of other people, you know, blowing Kirin away so I could at least get the kill. I didn't, of course, have I didn't have my voice recorded, so it's just me and a bunch of people just firing away. And in between those, I went and finally unlocked Kushala Daora and Teostra, which I find puzzling considering the fact that, honestly, you'd think at Master Rank 5 they would have had their optional missions unlocked already, but no, I ended up having to go and look for them. Failing that, join other people's quests in order to get to them, and I, as far as I know, I don't think regular Deviljho is in Master Rank. I think he's been fundamentally replaced with Savage, which kind of makes sense. And I checked around, and I could not find any indication to show that if regular, normal Valhazak was in Master Rank. It appears that he too was replaced in totality, at least for Master Rank anyway, with Black Veil. So you can still technically fight him in high rank, just not in Master Rank, which honestly kind of sucks, because I really, really, really would have loved a black armored version of the Black Veil armor, where it's, you know, it has the traditional dark coloring and has the little light scales in the plates light up, because that's the one thing that's missing with Black Veil. I really wish the little dark spots in there on the armor glowed like before, because that was like one of my favorite aspects about it. Like, I love most of the Black Veil armor for at least certain parts of it. It's just without the glowing spots, it just feels like something's missing. But it is what it is. But I still have some optional missions left, 3 of them. I don't know if there's any more. And being that they all take place in different areas, I figured, what the hell, show them off, so that way we get a little more out of it. I mean, those I can understand showing off. No need to do investigations too much, really, like before. And, just a bit of a disclaimer, I did try to stream earlier. It was like a 3-minute long video. But I ended up getting called to do dinner, and it was like, by the time, you know, the madre would come home, it was just like, it would have been too short a time, especially with how a lot of monster hunts in the game tend to go quite a way. So it was just, you know, I had to stop and then eventually delete that video. So this is basically the real one, in case anyone's wondering. So, so what do we have? Yes, the old Everworm. So, who we'll get to eventually, and also, Code Vein comes out on Friday. However, depending on how I do with Iceborne, I may not be able to get to that game on release. I'll likely have to hold it off until I have finished Iceborne. because honestly, I'd rather finish one difficult game and then move on to the next one rather than juggling both of them at the same time. So anyway, what do we got for the agenda today? Well, 3 optionals. Or at least there was 3 optionals. Black Veil and Black Veil Valhazak and oh god, Savage Devil Joe. But for whatever reason, he's it was supposed to be Teostra in here, but he's not showing. Odd. That's really odd. Like, he was right there. I don't know why he's gone. Ugh. Like, I'm not joking. It was Black Veil, Joe, and Teostra. With Teostra taking place in the Wildspire Waste, and he's gone. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Anyway. And he's in his old home, the Rotten Vale. I'm debating if I want to use a different weapon this time. So yeah, we got Satanicus Rex over here. He's weak to dragon and thunder, water and fire. And as for Black Veil, he's weak to dragon. So, and fire. Thankfully, I still got a couple of fire spears here and there. I either want... I think I'll do Flight Master. Teostra was right there. I'm not joking. There was a second Teostra quest, and now it's gone. Like, what the hell? I don't get it. Vitality, train. I haven't had that much problem with what is miasma, funny enough. I guess because I know how to avoid it. Can't be too careful though. Like, I'm not crazy. There was a Teostra level there, and it's gone. It makes no goddamn sense to me how it would be there, and now it's gone all of a sudden. Yellow. Alright, so Black Veil in his old home, the Rotten Vale. Seriously, Teostra was in that optional list just earlier when I tried to stream earlier before I had to call it off. So I have no idea what the hell happened. Ugh. Unexplained game glitch removal thing. I don't know. And again, like why they weren't neither Elder Dragon was made available earlier still confuses me. Like, you'd think they would make him had made him available earlier in the game, right? But for whatever reason, they didn't. What was that? Oh. Hey, that's a Rathian tail. I just recognized. I just noticed. Rathian tails littering the area. And there's the big guy. Looking a little blind there, buddy. No stamina. What? No crash? Come on. Crash into the wall. God damn it. He won't do it. And I tried to get him to turn, but he wouldn't turn. Ew, that's disgusting. Turns into a noxious cloud of bacterial crap. Shit. Well, I guess he's much stronger in the Veil. Makes sense. Wanted him to get up from the wall so I could ram him into it, but he took too long. He really is the Doom Virus Dragon of Monster Hunter. They just look at him. Thank you, Lord, finally. Won't work. Yeah, it's very hard to tell whether or not the dragon's angry or not. They don't show any mood indications like some of the other monsters do. It's kind of annoying, really. Exuding his shit. I'm near the camp, so I don't have to waste the null berry. Why waste it when I can just go to the hitch back to base for a sec? Makes more sense. Resource management. Oh, wait a minute. Already sharpened it. Yeah, it does that automatically. Whenever I go in the tent. Oh, come on, really? He couldn't even hit a crevice right there. I call bullshit. wanted the head, not the hip. Don't want to be in the acid. That's a death trap. I'm very bad at getting caught in that dust. Ah, broke his face. With one bug launch. You know, I just noticed something. On a lot of his new of his new weapons, they all have white scales on them. But if you look at the actual Black Veil Valhazak model himself, you'll notice he still has green scales. Well, when all the miasma's not covering him anyway, you can actually see them better, but he's still greens. And honestly, I preferred his weapons when they had green scales. I mean, sure, change the cloth to white like he has like this, sure, but leave the green scales alone. I didn't like that change. I mean, his actual scales are green. You didn't have to change them. It was just the flesh that was different, covering him, that were white. That I could understand. See, look at that. They're still green. There was no need to change them in the weapons. have the vac. Little dust blower. Shit. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Yup. Well, kind of. He definitely plays a lot more defensively with that dust blow attack. Whoa. I can never avoid it, well, for whatever reason. Yeah, you saw that, right? His scales are green. I don't like that change for the weapon. The scales for the weapons, like on the great sword and whatnot, they should have stayed green. Changing the cloth from red to white, because that I get, because that's the only thing on him that's actually white, other than the shrooms and moss covering him. Everything that I get, that I understand. I don't know. Call me picky. And they all call, and even on the weapon descriptions, they call his scales silver. And I'm like, no, they look more like jade to me, not silver. Like, I don't know what color, shade of silver they're referring to, because that's not it. Hit the wall, damn you. He won't do it. Whoa, that's a new... that's his most powerful attack yet. Notice he doesn't play dead anymore. Instead, he stands up and walks forward while shooting his most devastating attack, not playing dead first. I kind of like that. It's like, yeah, because it was like a move where he was left vulnerable, but in this case, he's learned not to do that. I like that. It's like he learned his mistake, you know what I mean? Like before, Valhazak would occasionally play dead, and if you let him play dead too long, he would unleash like his most powerful death breath attack, but now he doesn't do that. Instead, he stands up, walks forward while doing it, and he lets it out all over the place. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. Change right there for the challenge. Yeah, just to show you what I mean, so that way I can get myself re-healed. I'm coming, Blackie. Don't worry. Where is it? Where is it? Under. Well, I can't. I can't show it here precisely, like I would in the Smith. But you'll see. You'll see what I mean. You see, like in the Smith, like they changed the green scales from jade green to white, and the cloth to red. I honestly wish they just left the scales as they are and just changed the color of the cloth to, because that looks closer to the actual thing. The only other thing that they did was add like red satanic runes onto the sword. Those two things I'm great with. Just honestly too white. They made the sword and Valhazak weaponry way too white in my opinion. Especially when the scales of the monster are technically still jade green. It's everything else that's colored different. Like, I didn't understand that. I didn't like that, honestly. I love Valhazak's weapons, I just don't like the color scheme they now have. They just look to me. Overall, the monster himself looks great. That I have no complaints about. If we ever see Valhazak again, I hope they change in another game. I hope they change that. Oh, he's not here, so I can't drop the giant teeth on him. I just noticed it's a second skull. There's a Dalmadur skull upstairs, or is it the same skull regardless? I don't know. I could have sworn there was another skull upstairs. Because if it's two, then that makes things even weirder. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. You know how whenever Valhazak retreats, he tends to go back through the river right here? And makes his way to his nest? Well, it seems he doesn't do that anymore for some reason. Instead, he just goes straight through the front door. Not really a necessary change, but I don't mind it. Hey, at least he doesn't sit in the pool of acid. That was what Arch Temper did, and well, it was annoying. Hey, buddy, back home? Well, you won't be home for long. It blows up the whole top right there. That's cool. That's all the acid water in. Partially, anyway. You left yourself wide open, Vol, old buddy. Yeah, jade green scales. Those do not look like silver to me. Silver, they say. Yeah, that is as much silver as much as all this flesh looks like gold. It don't look like it. Scavenge from the Gyros. Look at that. He left all the acid in and it flooded part of the floor right there. Or was it always, or is it like that regardless? I don't know. Just looked like it to me. He looks creepy with all the crap covering his eyes. Makes him look blind. I think he is blind actually when he has it covering his eyes. Then when you take it off of him, that's when he's like, "Yup, I see you now." I admit it is kind of cool to. It is good to face Black Veil and the Rotten Veil for old time's sake. Although I'm glad they kind of took him out of the box a bit by having him be in the ancient forest in the story. I mean, think about it. He's a walking Doom virus dragon with weaponized bacteria and all lords of crap. I think he's a walking biohazard wherever he goes. I think seeing him affect the wildlife in other maps is is an interesting thing. Not just the Rotten Veil.
Let's board the airship and make for the old Everworm.
No. Well, no exclamation point here. Yet. Then again, I didn't get to unlock Tempered Mantle until well after the story ended, so... in the base game, so who knows. Yeah, let me, show y'all what I'm referring to. Where is it? Yeah, there's your regular green sword with red flesh covering it. And now look at this. Well, I'm not a fan of the white. I mean, that looks like silver. Like legit silver. I'm not a fan of it, but at least you understand the difference, right? And look, the white cloth covering it. That I get. That I'm perfectly fine with. And the red satanic runes and markings covering it. I like that too. I just wish the blade itself was still green. I'm not going after his weapons yet, but there was one thing I really wanted from him. I'm not a fan of the skirts, to be honest. I don't know, just too big on the behind. Just seems impractical. It was either this one or the Alpha. Let me take a look-see. Yeah, I wanted the Alpha. It just looks better to me. Because I prefer the black on a different part. Besides, it gives me dragon attack, so that's perfect for anti-elder dragons. I love how you can see my hunter right there trying to get a peek behind the smithy. Like, what's he doing? I either want to switch it with... I either want to hold on to it or switch it with the I don't know. Like, I have an even Steven thing going on here where Valhazak, Gauntlets, and Torso, but everything downwards is the Velkhana stuff. Like, I'm trying to compromise because I like the style of both the Velkhana and the Valhazak together. I don't recall having... Well, actually, I do. Alright, and since we're gonna go after Devil Joe again, I might as well change it up the art this a bit. Tenderizer, critical hits, critical, where is it? Please tell me the Teosho wasn't re-unlocked, otherwise I'll have to change the title.
Everworm.
There he is. That is what should have been there earlier. I'm gonna do this instead first, and then do Devil Joe last. Save the best for last. Okay, now everything is back to the way it was. Fire resistance. Wait a minute. He does blast, so protect against blast blight. I probably should have something related to what rank jewel was blight resistance? Blight resistance, elemental resistance, or however it was. Resistor, that's... Well, I have it on my Rocksteady, but does it really matter that much? Resistor. Ah. That ought to do it. And I think he's very weak to water, if I recall correctly. I've been wanting to use a new weapon for a while. Just haven't found the right monster to experiment with yet. Yup, very weak to water. I really want to get the Namiel sword, like, going. Because it looks so cool. It's just the kind of monsters I've been going after lately just have not been right for it, you know what I mean? Whereas Teostra's pretty low to the ground, and I think it can work out fine. Don't think I have decorations for it yet. Nope, I have to level up in order to get to it, hopefully. God, I love the look of the sword. It's perfect. Best looking longsword in the game. Well, one of the best anyway. Top 5 for sure. Just needs a bit more red and blue on it. That's the only thing missing. It's just purple and yellow. Needs a bit more blue and red to to further complement it. But hey, it is what it is. Looks great regardless. And since I don't trust my skill enough to do anything but the glaive, I'm going to call for help. Actually, now that I think about it, it kind of does go up and down purplish blue and orangish red as it blinks. Ooh, look at that. It's like partial, it's like half the blade is... Huh, it's like half of the blade is shaped, is like this, while the other half is like, kind of like is like all lit up. Look at that. You can barely see it, but it looks so cool. Love how the Kestodon just appears out of nowhere. Like, surprise! Track the dragon already. Was not even close to his head. Our Molkeen friend got annihilated. Sucks to be him. Seems I'm not the only fan of the Namiel sword. We got the Namiel Sword Brigade out here. Plus 1 charge blader. That's funny. Yup, it's an instant favorite with everyone. That's hilarious. That's just freaking hilarious. He's burning me. Let's see if cool drink helps. think we broke his wings, but everything else is still intact. Look at that. Look at the inside of the sword. It's cool. Look at that. It's like opening a seashell. It's different on the outside. Seems like it's gonna be the same on the other side, but no, it's completely different. It's a little weird, but I like it. Oh, and Ebony Odo. I need that one. That charge blade. Wish you could jump while he flips with the sword. Couldn't mount him. Still going. Yup. I want to hunt him, and I want to finish killing him, and then Savage Joe. Then I'm pretty much done for the night. Uh-oh, Devil Joe. And he flew away. I wanted to see a Tailshire Devil Joe Turf War, and he's gone. Oh, he's going south. That's unusual. He rarely ever goes there. I would love to have Joe come down and fight Teostra, but I don't know if it's a wise idea to tempt fate. There's literally no room to move here. Oh, I wanted him to go into the pillar. Instead, he ran away. Thank you for the health. job. Long swords and a charge blade, and Devil Joe finally showed up. You're a little late for your turf war, buddy. Ugh. Would have loved to have seen it, but he just did not want to play. Look at that. Look how different the inside of the sword is. Like an oyster or something. Seems normal on the outside, different on the inside. I like that. That's a unique touch. I would have preferred the scabbard being the outside and the inside where the entire blade itself is different, but it is what it is. Alright, 2 down, 1 more to go. Time for Satanicus Rex himself. Devil Joe. Seriously. His name has to be a thinly veiled reference to Godzilla with how it's an inverse.
Let's board the airship and make for the old Everworld.
The airship can wait. Nothing here, nope.
This is the moment of truth.
The Namiel longsword's awesome. I really like it a lot. Looks cool, feels cool, just cool, you know? Love how it pulsates with light.
Go! Carefully!
Just remembered, I also finally unlocked the Devil Joe skirt. Earlier today, actually. Doesn't exactly match this, but it will when it goes with the other thing. All right, so one more for the night. Savage Devil Joe. This time in the Wildspar Waste, so we're definitely getting our money's worth with him, that's for sure. Most definitely. And since he's taller than a brick house, I need to go back to familiar territory. I really do love the... Yeah, with Teostra, I've gotten away with using great swords and long swords with him in the past with more experience because, honestly, he's much more low to the ground. And as such, it makes for easier reach. Whereas Kushala, you know, he flies around, and Valhazak, he kind of does a little bit of both, where he stands tall and goes low at the same, you know, consecutively, but I don't know. I just prefer flying around him. Oh, that's right. Let me change the decorations to dragon resistance. Because he fires the stuff like no tomorrow. Alright, Doom Virus Dragon taken care of. Flame Emperor taken care of. Now for Satan Rex. Oh, Lord. Satan Rex. Satanicus Rex. However way you want to put him. He's evil. That much you should know. And there's a Black Diablos in town, too, so if anything, she may do damage. I wanted to go quickly, so we'll call for help. And here's temporary help till the real help arrives. Where is he specifically? Oh, he's over there, actually. Damn, he's huge. He looks way bigger than he did before in his normal mode. I forgot how intimidating he is when he's in his rage mode. Muscles bulge out and everything. Careful, man. Whoa, what charge blade is that? There goes one with a Brachydios hammer. Well, it's more of a mace than a hammer, really. Get up. Give him a good couple of knocks on the head. Good stuff. Yeah, they're all on top of them. Delcana hammer. Rocky Dios hammer. I don't know what switch axe that is that he has. Can't tell. Break his head. I need his fangs. Thank you. no, he's eating me. He's eating me. See if we can get a turf war going. Never mind. Capture it is. Well, no turf war, but hey, at least it's over. And unlock the Apothecary Mantle, apparently. Oh yeah. That was a quest, I forgot. Ugh. How many more? I just want the Temporal Mantle. How much you want to bet they're saving that one for last? Whenever that is. Well, we've done it. We've done the three. The three beasties. Blah 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 blah. What's on my wish list? It's one of the... I think it's one of the Devil Joe stuff. I still need a crook. That's what I'm missing from him. What do I need to upgrade Joe's staff? Because I really want it. Looks way better than the old one. Grunge Storm. Yeah, Grunge Storm's been underpowered for Lord knows how long. Like, it only had blue sharpness and, you know, and that pretty much bounces off stuff now. Can I make another crook?
Now you stay safe out there.
Give me your crook. Holozok Gem, Great Behemoth Horn, Agiana Mantle, Fulgur Mantle, Odogaron, Tigrex, Glavenus, Brachydios. No Devil Joe. Well, guess I'm gonna have to do it the hard way and hunt him several times over. But hey, at least it's done. Can't really complain. So yeah, those rounds of optionals are done. We did Teostra, we did this Savage Devil Joe just now, and earlier we did Black Veil Valhazak.
The old Everworm.
So I think we're pretty much caught up as far as optionals are concerned. Yep, we're caught up. So that's pretty much all there is to. That's all I wanted to do tonight, honestly. So that leaves for now the story mode. Yeah, we have to talk to the what's his name over there, the field team leader. The campaign did feel way shorter than the old one, but I will give it credit, and that's a bit more tighter focused than than the old one, which had a bit more of a monster of the week flavor. But Look at that, a Dragonator, because of course he would have it as a support for his building. Ugh. Oh, Commander, you and your Dragonators.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt Glavenus later. Acidic Glavenus, Gyros. Seething Basil. Arcana and all that. Alright. So, I think that pretty much does it for tonight. I think I've done what I wanted. I think I'll do some casual hunts until sleep eventually takes me in, and when I come back we will continue with the main story and see what happens. So, I think that'll do it. So, free monsters tagged and bagged. Story follow up next. So, yeah, I think that'll about do it. I've been your host, and when I come back tomorrow, hopefully, with enough time, I'll continue onwards. So, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. See you guys later. Oh, that was satisfying. Satisfying indeed.